Well, thank you so much for joining me again on this platform, the issues, and I think it's nice to see that you are there. The previous episode that we put out, we recorded and encouraged quite a number of people who actually viewed it on YouTube, on Facebook, and then I think it's a good one. And the most important thing about doing something is just for you to be constant with it, and that's want to give me a urge to actually see if let's see how far we can go and still go further to discuss some other things that are actually topical burning issues. And I shouldn't have considered this topic we want to talk about as something for us to discuss. But I believe that in an, an organized institutions, abnormalities becomes a crime, and that want to take me to the real issue itself. I read in the paper this morning when the Minister of Communications, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said that uh, the Federal Executive Council meeting might not hold this week, and the reason being that due to the fact that if I mean, quote him verbatim, said was due to the fact that the Mr. President, the whole reason excuse was as a result of the fact that the long holiday, the Salah holiday that we have on Friday and as well on Monday, and to celebrate our Muslim brothers, for Muslim brothers to celebrate the Salah. But having said this, I believe that for every serious government, don't let me even talk about government and institutions. Uh, Operation is a continuous process, and then I want to believe that that excuse, I want to, if I might use a word that shows at the level at which some of the politicians or the ruling class uh, how they perceive to see governance as just one of those activities that can be that they can just jump on at any of their leisure period. I believe it's an insult on you know the Minister of Communication to come up with that. That might not be the right way he wanted to make it, but I think it's an insult on the entire Nigerians for telling us that the reason the Federal Executive Council is cancelled is basically because of the fact that there was a public holiday, and the presidency was wasn't prepared for what's going to come in, what is coming this week. With all due respect to President Muhammadu Buhari, who went to Daura to celebrate Salah with his family, but Federal Executive Council doesn't mean that president must preside. After all, for almost about a month ago, when Mr. President was not in the country to attend, when he traveled to United Kingdom based on medical reasons, we have been holding Federal Executive Council meeting. FEC has been holding, and quality decision has been taken, and those decisions have been flying. So, if it is not because of the fact that president is around or due to Salah, you're going to cancel a federal executive council meeting. It shows to me that we are not serious enough, and this has a lot of impact because I believe for a country to move forward, there must be a quality decisions, and for a quality decision to take place, there must be a platform to deliberate. And if those platforms are not, refuse to take place, what you might have is some decisions that will be based solely on individual and personal opinion. I believe it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. It shows that the country is the but we must have a government that is serious to be able to it's just like you work in a company and because there was a public holiday, a board meeting that is expected to hold is not going to hold. That won't happen. I think it's not good enough. The government should show us some level of respect to know that they're actually concerned about the well-being and well-being of the people. And this is the time the government is telling us that we are out of recession. You tell us we are out of recessions, and there's been a lot of questions about what happens on the street. The art of recession, does it affect the rise the price of a carton of goods on the street? And these are times people are asking a lot of questions, and it was during this time a politician leader was telling us that a crucial meetings cannot be held because we're on holiday. I think it's not good enough. We deserve more respect from the ruling class, and no matter what might have happened, that is why we have. I believe maybe one of the reasons is because the president is actually tired, which is understandable. It's a Muslim, and that's why we have the vice president. And I believe, to my own understanding, it doesn't mean that everybody must attend. Even if at all everybody must attend, officials, there must be some things that people do for their countries. I believe as a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria, it's not just you are not, that portfolio is just is does not meant for just because you are just there because you're a minister. It's a call for responsibilities, and things like this are part of the things that will show if you are actually serious about leadership outside this country. We want this country to get back on track. We want quality decisions that will take us forward and move us to the next level. And that is why we continue to believe in this country, and we have faith in the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari that is going to steady the ship, particularly the economic ship of this country, that Nigeria will go move to a greater height. Thank you so much for having me on this time. Until next time I come on the next episode, where we'll still be discussing some other issues. Don't forget, my name is Efficient, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you, and God bless you.